know what? You know Christ won't dwell there with that being there.
Amen.
He's not going to dwell there with you thinking evil of somebody. He's not going to dwell there with you thinking evil of doing evil things. He won't dwell in that when you think people are looking at you, when you're trying to misjudge and always being judgmental of others. Christ don't dwell in that.
That rich dog.
You know what? He was God's son. And I will tell you this. He had a right to be judgmental. Amen. It was his doctrine, so he had a right to be judgmental. And don't you remember the Jews always tried to test him on that? Don't you remember in John when those Jews came, caught that lady in the very act? And they came to Jesus. And they said, we caught her in the very act. Then they tried to throw it on him. And by your law, she must die. Now what you gonna do? Trying to entrap him. And Jesus said, well, wait a minute, fellas. Stoop down and just scribble on the ground. While he was scribbling on the ground, he uttered, tell you what, he without sin. Cast the first stone. How many rocks were from? He got up in there and said, where your accusers at? Where all them guys that judgmental? Where are all of them? Where are all of those fellas that wanted you to die? Where are they at now? Where are all of those folk who were just so judgmental? They wondered, where are they at now? And we can ask the same question. Where are all those who were judgmental? Where are they at? So Paul's prayer is that Christ may dwell in your hearts, that you being rooted. You know what rooted is? And grounded. He said that you'll be rooted and grounded in love. Now, I don't know, we can make the argument, oh, I know how we sing the song, oh, I love Jesus. There's more to it than singing. You say you love Jesus, it involves sacrifice. It involves commitment. It involves going the last mile of the way. It involves giving yourself away. It involves some stuff. So he said that we might be rooted and grounded in love. There is a purpose. You might be able to accomplish. That's why I don't understand why we behave like we can't do what God said.
Yeah.
We got to get the attitude. I can do whatever God has said. We got to stop acting like we can't do what God said.
There it is.
If God said we can do it, we can do it. Paul concluded, don't you remember? He said, now unto him who is able to do. He's able to do it. Said not just do it, but do it exceedingly.
Oh, hallelujah.
God is just not able to make things right. You see, you get these guys, and I've seen this commercial on TV with this guy that got, he's talking about creating stuff. You can't create. If you already got a substance and you make a cake, you got flour and butter, and you make a cake, you can't go back and talk about, I created a cake. You didn't create anything. You may have baked a cake, but see, in order to create something, you have to start with nothing. God started with nothing and created the world. And then he started with nothing and made us out of the dust of the earth. So Paul said he is able to do it. not did he just make a form of a man, but he made a man a living, breathing creature. And even after making the man and giving the man a sense of intelligence, man thought he was smarter than God. God turns around and says, I'm sorry I made you. You're going to pay for it all your life. You reject me anymore, you're going to pay it for the rest of your life. Paul said that. But that's the kind of idea when we talk about serving God. We got to have the attitude, the disposition, to want to serve Him, to love Him. And then he talks about Christ dwelling in us, having Christ in us. You know, when Christ is in you, Paul can say it. Don't you remember the incident, and I think it's in Acts 15, where those Jews, when the apostles were all around and teaching, they thought Paul was a god, and they called him Mercurius, because they were trying to get in Paul's shadow. They thought that if Paul walked by and the shadow passed over, it would heal him. And then one of them stood and said, we can tell by their actions, I'm paraphrasing, that these men have been with God. I say that because our behavior, our attitude, people ought to know we are different. We shouldn't have to announce. It's okay to announce, but you shouldn't have to announce when you're in a different venue, when you're in a different assembly. You shouldn't have to announce that you're a Christian. People ought to see that you are different. That's our power. And you know what? God put it all in us. All the power is in us. I remember reading John chapter 10. You know the story. Latter part of 10, where Jesus himself said, I come that you might have life, have it more abundant. Here's a challenging statement I want to issue to the church, and I include myself. Wow, our lives more abundant. You know why? Because God knew us, even in the text. Remember, all of this resonates with you. He said, God does all of this exceedingly great, abundant power. He said, but the power is in us. When we shortchange God, we shortchange ourselves. When we cut off and act disobedient, when we disobey, we are shortening our ability to be able to pray. There is power in prayer.
Yeah.
Sure. Then, he says, and to know the love of Christ, which passes all understanding, that we might be filled with the fullness of God. Now, that fullness of God, there are certain characteristics that you and I, since we are in the church, ought to take on. Ought to have a loving. Now, I'm not saying faith. I'm saying practice it so you can see it. You know what I mean by that? We should be the same every time we see each other. It'd be funny one time we smile and all up on you. Next time, we couldn't pay our light bill last time, so now we mad at the work. We're going to withdraw from everybody. I ain't speaking to you. I didn't cut your lights off. Family members that have issues in our families, we take it out on everybody. No, we're supposed to be the same every time. Same every time. In fact, I may be coming to you just so that I can be lifted up and encouraged. I don't want any money. I just may need to be in your presence so you can lift me up. How can you do that if you change it? I don't know, last time I went over my he touched me out. I don't know if I want to go this time. We got to have the same disposition. That's what he said, so God can fill us. We have something to offer to, this is left in earthen vessels. We have something that we should be able to offer each other. Amen. That's what a worship community is all about. That's what our family is all about. And don't get me wrong, I understand life is tough. I understand that. Sometimes it gets you dazing off, trying to figure out what the next move gonna be. But God is still able. He's still able to help us through our worship. He's still able to help us through our prayer. He's still able to help elevate our service. But it all is up to us. If we would just get ourselves in the right posture, God can help us. I know His strength is good. 2 Corinthians, just about turning. 2 Corinthians. Oh, these not new scripture. This is old scripture. You know these. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, or 12, I'm sorry, chapter 12. 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Want to read a little bit? It is not expedient, verse number 1, chapter 12. Paul says it's not expedient for me doubtless to glory. I will come to vision and revelation to the Lord. You're not there yet. But watch. Paul says, I knew a man in Christ above 14 years ago. Whether in the body, I cannot tell. Whether out of the body, I cannot tell. But God knows. Such as one called up to the third heaven. He says, and I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell. God knows. He says, how that he was caught up into a paradise, heard unspeakable words, which is not lawful for a man to utter. Of such one I will glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmity. Now, two things are going on. Two things are happening. Any of you all have ever had